field to reach that goal line. We gotta be ready to our best. Everybody close your eyes. Are you ready? Picture a win, picture touchdowns, picture throwing them down and stomping all over. 30 seconds, close your eyes in silence. Are you ready for some football? Defense, safety, pay attention to the passes. Peters, Keon, monster man. This man is our monster today. He goes, number 20 goes. He throws him up, he hurts him, he makes him feel it. Joey, when you're running, I want him blown up, I want him hurt. I want you to hit him hard. On defense, contain. Hector, outside, contain. I want them feeling it. You gotta look where the ball's going on the way in. If the running back's got the ball in a sweep, knock him down. Don't go to the quarterback. Find the football, knock him down. Yeah. Critical, son. Fire through here. Stay low, be quick. Okay? John and Cal, fire. Sometimes I might be hollering to you. We might even call it in the huddle. If I see something I want you to fire, I'm just gonna holler fire. Do it. Sideline. Just put the leather to him, all right? Really good job today. Offensively, our backs are gonna run hard. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Joey Squincy, if there's somebody there in your way, knock him over. Backs, Hector, Joe, Nick, John, blocking for each other. Critical today. We run our plays where you guys are blocking, knock guys down, all right?
Fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Ohio Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Poway horse.
R-O-U-G-I-E, that's the way we spell ready. Let's get ready. R-O-U-G-I-E, that's the way we spell ready. Let's get ready. Woo!
Pay attention to what we're doing, guys. Pay attention to what we're doing. Hurry, thank you.
Hammer me. Okay, John, nothing. I got the button. I got the right one. Where is I got busy. Yes.
Do I look like
This was a different league. Oh, you look like a Paiges. Be a Paiges, you control it.
I ain't no Paiges, I'm a Roughrider.
No, you're a Paiges. Cool, man, it's Pete. Pete's for you all. Marco, Pete. Marco with you. You're gonna die, you dummy. Say Marco.
Robert Maloney. Number 77, Andrew Elsie. Number 78, Benjamin Barnett. Number 84, Dominic Michelli. And number 87, Sean Ogden. The visiting San Marcos Paiges.
Roughriders having an awesome time driving down the field to reach that goal line. Hi, I'm Dave Goldberg. We're here at Pop Warner Poway Field in beautiful Poway. It's the Poway Roughriders against the San Marcos Paiges, and we've just seen the opening lineups, and we're going to get ready for the kickoff right now. As you now can have a view of the beautiful field here. We just had a horse run onto the field. It's quite a community event out here in Poway. Once again, the San Marcos Paiges against the Poway Roughriders. See the captains at the center of the field taking the coin toss. The music playing in the background. Both teams are undefeated here today. It should be a very competitive matchup. Poway comes into the game at 4-0-2. San Marcos comes into the game at 5-0. So this should be quite a battle between two undefeated ball clubs. San Marcos is in blue, Poway in the green jerseys and gray helmets. And let me quickly run down the lineups for the Poway Roughriders, and then I'll go for the San Marcos Paiges. Number 12 is Guy Richaduli, 19 Mike Sylvester, 22 Taylor Tate, 24-28 Eric Sadsad, Hector Yorba, 29 Joseph Garcia, 32 Joe Skowinski, 35 John Rote, 40 Nick Peters, 41-49 Tony Martinez, AJ Muffett, 50 and 54 John Carlson, Jason Odermatt, 55 James O'Donnell, 62 Craig Erickson, 63 is Matt Seiner, 65 Brad Byers, 66 Steve Irizarry, 67 Grant Moffitt, 73 Matthew Young, 76 Matt Strominger, 80 Jody Cowan, 82 Cabot Farrell, 83 Kyle Polis, 84 Kyle Allen, 87-89 Dylan Pigeon, Andy Schramm, 93-97 Ray Mendoza and Jacob Chilton. I'll get the San Marcos starting lineup just as soon as they're done with the kickoff. It's going to be Poway kicking off here to San Marcos. Looks like an outside kick. They boot it. Handled there, bobbled, and downed. San Marcos does have possession of the ball. That ball was downed by Christopher Reyes. He caught the bounding ball and bounced off his chest. He downed it. Safe play. San Marcos goes on the offensive here. They're at their own 45-yard line. We're just started here, 9:57 in the first quarter. Larry Reese, the QB. Mark Gill is going to be the running back. We'll have to check that. And we're going to have a timeout in the field as Matt Young has got some kind of equipment problem. As you can see, the coach, Guy Richaduli, helping him, and now we're going to have to maybe add a substitution. And here we go. We're about ready to start the ball game.
Come on, Paiges! Let's go! Set the tone!
Looks like Matt Team is under the center. He takes the snap. He hands it off up front, and there's going to be no gain in the play as Larry Reese is just gang tackled after running into his own player, I believe. And on the tackle was Guy Richaduli, as well as Craig Erickson. So we've got a second down and about 10, maybe about 11 now. Ball seems to have, Gill lost a yard on that. Looks like Jimmy Stubbs is center for the San Marcos Paiges, who are undefeated. Matt Team as a quarterback. He takes the snap, pitches. It's number 20, Mark Gill. He comes around our way, and shakes a nice tackle and double teamed and knocked out of bounds. Some good strong running there by Gill. Knocked out of bounds by Rote, 35, and Erickson, 62. It's about a 5-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. Third and long for San Marcos. It's a nice strong run by Mark Gill. Shook off 2 tackles there before he was finally pushed out of bounds.
Oh, no, not here we go.
And we're going to 3rd and long here. Met team under the quarterback. Larry Reese and Mark Gill, the running backs. He takes the pitches it to Gill. Gill going around the strong side of the field. He's got some room. He's cutting up to the 40, 35, 30. He's cut the corner and made it past the 30-yard line. A beautiful run there by Mark Gill. His speed to the outside is going to have to be reckoned with by the Roughriders. San Marcos with a first down and 10 at the Roughrider 38-yard line. It's a nice 3rd down run by Gill. Team takes a handoff again to Gill. He breaks a tackle there, almost broke another tackle, but tripped up by Polis, 83, and Peterson on the tackle, number 40 as well. Gill's the workhorse right now for the San Marcos team. It's going to be 2nd and approximately 11 yards. We're early in the first quarter. San Marcos with a 2nd down and 11. And we'll get to their roster as soon as we have a free moment. Jimmy Stubbs, the center.
Let's go, Daniel.
Met team lining up behind the center. So far, it's all been running plays to Gill. They take the handoff. He fakes the handoff. He's getting chased and dumped and fumbles the ball. It's a loose ball and recovered. We're going to have a change of possession. It is a change of possession. The Poway Roughrider ball. It's just a marvelous tackle right there. And looks like the quarterback team was hurt on the play. So we've just had a turnover as a beautiful tackle by, I think it was Hector Yorba. We'll have to have confirmation on that play. That's just a tremendous defensive play. He chased down the quarterback, sacked him, he fumbled the ball, they recovered it. Now, Poway on the offensive. Guy Richaduli at quarterback. He takes a snap. He's going to take it himself around right end. He's got some room down to the 30, the 40, 30, 20. He's open. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown. Guy Richaduli on the keeper play. Oh, what a marvelous run. And we have a flag on the play. Let me temper my enthusiasm here as there was a flag in the play. I got so excited I got the yard markings wrong as well. But you get the idea. A flag down at the 50. So it looks like they're going to come back. Oh, that hurts. Guy Richaduli took the handoff, went around right in all the way, but it looks like it's going to be canceled out by a holding call. And it is indeed as they mark off 5 yards. And it's still going to be first down, so what turned out to be a touchdown is now 1st and 15 from the Poway 40. That was a 10-yard penalty, and it's going to be 1st down and 20 for the Roughriders. We're here in the first quarter, 7:16 remaining. Poway got the ball off a turnover from San Marcos. Guy Richaduli at quarterback. He takes a snap, he goes right up the gut, and he's dragged down after a couple-yard gain by number 33, Vincent Barnett with the tackle.
Brought down by number 32.
So there you have it. It's now going to be 2nd down and long. Poway now breaking the huddle. Poway, as I said earlier, is undefeated at 4-0-2, as well as San Marcos is undefeated at 5-0. We're here in beautiful Poway in early October. Beautiful day for football. Richaduli takes a handoff. He pitches wide. And he's dragged down and tackled there as number 32 that was for Poway. That was Joe Skowinski, and dragged down there after maybe no gain at all. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Roughriders. So again, that touchdown nullified really hurt Poway. They're facing a 3rd down and long now. Rich Aduli at quarterback. Takes a snap. He's going to run around right end, similar to play to the touchdown run that was called back, and he's going to be dragged down there after a short gain, so it's going to be a 4th down. Poway's got to be happy with the way they've been able to run the ball. Save for that penalty, they really had some nice success. But it's going to be 4th down now, and it looks like they're going to bring on the kicking team, but we'll have to wait and see. 0-0, first quarter, between 2 undefeated teams. Now we're going to have a 4th down play. Punting formation is in order.
Poway showing punt formation.
Thank you. As we can see, Rich Aduli again under quarterback. He's going to hand it to the punter as the procedure in Pop Warner. And 28 gives it a boot. Hector Yorba is taken there by Reese. He's running around now looking for him. He's got some open field. Oh, and a nice block there. It's going to be a clip as Reese is running. It looks to be for a touchdown, and it's all going to come back anyway, but it makes it exciting. He's gang tackled there by 87. And it's going to come back. Dylan Pigeon in on the tackle. It's going to come back as there was an obvious clip back at the 40-yard line. So a nice run by Reese is nullified, and it's going to come back to probably close to the 30-yard line. So both big plays so far today have been nullified by penalties. And I guess for a good reason. Without them, they wouldn't have been big plays. And now it's going to be San Marcos ball.
White Ford wagon in the parking lot with his lights on.
1st down and 10. San Marcos Paiges at their own 25-yard line. First quarter, no score. 4:30 left. 34, Matt Team at the quarterback again. He hands it off to his up man, Larry Reese. He's running around left side. He's got some room. He's past the 30 to the 35 and shoved and tackled out of bounds and around the 38-yard line. So that's a real nice gain on 1st down. 1st down and 10 for San Marcos. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. Seems to have an injury. I think it's Larry Reese is injured. He's holding his elbow. He seems to be staying in the game, at least up till this point, but we're having calling for a substitution. As Reese is going to leave the game. It was a nice 1st down run, but he was tackled pretty hard out there. Now comes in Vince Barnett. Poway now. The Poway defense. Ready? Well, this has been an exciting game so far. As I said, they're both undefeated. Teams are very competitive. Matt Team, the quarterback, takes a snap on 1st down and 10. Hands it off there to Gill. Gill going around right end near us. He shakes up a tackle, take up 2 tackles, and he's gang tackled there. Finally brought down nicely by Erickson, number 62. That Gill's a tough little runner. He shook a couple tackles, so it's a pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and long. That Gill is going to be a handful for the Roughriders this afternoon, as you can tell. Late first quarter, 3:23 left. No score between 2 undefeateds. 2nd down and long, about 7 for San Marcos. Matt Team underneath center. He takes the snap, hands it off to his up man, who's tackled there after about a 1-yard gain. Vincent Barnett, who was the runner, seemed to get tangled up into his own players.
and taken down. So it's going to be 3rd and about 5 for San Marcos. I'm going to quickly run through their roster now up to as much as I can. Larry Reese, number 8. 20 is Mark Gill. 24, Timothy Thomas. 27, Kyle Logan. 32, Jimmy Stubbs. 33, Vin Barnett. 34, 38, Matt Team and Ian Embry. 39, Thomas Beaversluis. 45, Daniel Solis. 47, Christopher Reyes. 51, Nicholas Acostas. 3rd down and 5. Matt Team, the quarterback, takes the snap. Hands it off to his up man again. No, he fakes the handoff. Gets it to Gill, who's trying to shake tackles and brought down after a short gain. We'll have to check the marking for whether or not that's a first down. That was a tackle on there by Brad Byers was in on that. So it's going to be 4th down, and we'll see what's going to happen. Let me finish the roster for San Marcos. 52, Aaron Anaya. 53, Sean Slug. 54, 55, Andrew Avila. 55, Alex Schinnebarger. 56, Johnny Herrera. 57, Adam Vega. 58, 59, Samuel Fisher. William Sugg. 60, Benjamin Anaya. 62, Eric Wygant. 63, Eric Diaz. 72, Spencer Powell. 73, Robert Maloney. And they're going to go for it on 4th and short. Matt Team takes a handoff, pitches it out to Gill. That's a good play in my book. Gill looking for room, and he's gang tackled, and it's going to be close to a first down, and I believe he has it after some tough running by Gill. It takes more than one guy to bring this fella down. 1st down and 10 for San Marcos. Let me finish the roster. 72, Spencer Powell. 73, Robert Maloney. 77, Andrew Elsey. 78, Benjamin Barnett. 84, Dominic Maselli, and 87, Sean Ogden. Well, there you have it, the roster for the San Marcos Paiges, who just have a 1st down and 10. Matt Team, the quarterback, 1st down and 10 at the 50-yard line in midfield. He takes a snap. He's looking to pass. Oh, he's going to get blindsided there. Oh, and 83 there, which just went in. Kyle Polis went in unmolested and took down the quarterback, Matt Team, who was blindsided on the play. So it's going to be a loss of a few. Going to bring up 2nd and long. Second and long for San Marcos. Good defensive play by the Roughriders, number 83, Kyle Polis. And now we're going to have 2nd and long for the Paiges. Matt Team, the quarterback. Zup man Larry Reese. Hands it to Gill, but it's pitched behind him. Gill, it falls on the ball, and where do we have? We've got both possession, and it's going to go to Polis. It's going to go to the Roughriders. Kyle Polis, who's in on 2 spectacular plays, and again, the fumble is going to hurt the San Marcos Paiges. 1st down and 10 for the Roughriders at the Paige 33-yard line. Poway takes over, 1st down and 10 at the Paige 33-yard line approximately. We've got 26 seconds left in the 1st quarter. No score between these two undefeateds. There's been 2 turnovers by San Marcos, and I know they're probably not happy about that. The pitch was behind Gill, and he was late falling on it, and Kyle Polis was there. Ball taken now by Poway, handed to the up man. He makes a tough little run, taken down by a gang of tacklers. It's going to be 2nd down now at the 32-yard line. Poway lines it up, 2nd down and approximately 8 yards, and we're going to have some confusion, at the end of the 1st quarter. So at the end of 1, we have Poway 0, San Marcos 0, as we get ready to start the 2nd quarter of play. 2nd down and long for the Roughriders, who after that turnover took over deep in the San Marcos territory. They're at the San Marcos 31-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and around 6 to 7. Guy Richadoulia, quarterback. He's lining up in the wishbone. Takes the handoff, gives it to number 32. Joe Skowinski, he breaks a tackle. He's through, and he's still on his feet, and finally pushed down after a good gain. It looks to be close to a 1st down. It is a 1st down. Joe Skowinski with a tough run. 1st down and 10, Poway at the Riders' 22-yard line. They're looking to draw first blood here in this matchup of undefeateds. Just started the 2nd quarter. We're just about 12 seconds in. Poway lines up in the wishbone. Richaduli, a quarterback, takes a snap, hands it to number 28, and he is met and stopped there after a short gain. 28 is Hector Yorbrin on the run. It's going to be second and around 9. So far, Poway having good success on the ground. If you don't recall, they did have a big long touchdown run, which was called back from a penalty on the keeper by Richaduli on their first play. But it was called back, 0-0 still. Richaduli lines him up on the wishbone. Skowinski, Yorba, and Rote. It's going to be a keeper by Richaduli, but he's pushed back and down there on a nice play by the Riders as they broke through the penetration. They got penetration and sacked Richaduli on the keeper back down to the 30. It's going to be 3rd and long now. It's a tough defensive play. As you can see, why both these teams are undefeated. As soon as one makes a good play, the other comes back, and it's like two heavyweight boxers. So it's going to be 3rd and long, or they're going to mark the ball now at the Rider 26-yard line. 3rd and long for the Roughriders. The score is 0-0. It's going to be 3rd and 13. Richaduli in the wishbone. Fakes a handoff. He's coming around deep, and he's pushed down after he tried to throw the ball. Pushed down there by Mark Gill. Richaduli there tried to throw a pass, but was on the run, had difficulty, and the pass didn't go anywhere except right back into his own arms, and he was pushed down for a big loss. So it's going to be 4th and about 20. It's 4th down and very long. 4th and about 22. They line up in the wishbone in the shotgun, and there is a penalty. It's going to be procedure call, I believe, as the snap was not forthcoming. As Erickson is a little bit upset on that play, as Poway, the Roughriders now huddle it back up. It is 4th down. The ball is standing at the San Marcos Paiges 38-yard line.
Don't let anybody get outside you, Jimmy. Nick.
Avoiding any confusion, we are in San Marcos territory. It's a 38 line, and it's going to be procedure call on the Paiges as they move on that. We have the call by the referee. I thought that it was the failed snap and the movement by Poway, but rather it is the movement on the Paiges. So the ball is now on the Paiges 32-yard line. Poway with a 4th down and 18. And it appears to be there going for it. Richaduli in the shotgun with 2 running backs by his side. Yorba in motion. He gets the snap, looking for a pass, throws it out, and incomplete. Pass intended for Nick Peters, fell incomplete, and San Marcos is going to take over at around their 32-yard line. Still no score. San Marcos takes over at their own 32-yard line. 0-0. They've been able to move the ball well. However, 2 turnovers have really hurt the San Marcos offensive hopes. And we have a timeout on the field as the referee is running down towards the end zone. Looks like he wants to have a few words with people down there. I see as the equipment, according to the referee, is a little too close to the goalpost. Wants to avoid any injury. Second quarter, 7:04 remaining. San Marcos ball. Team, the quarterback, hands it off there to Reese. He's got some room around the corner. He cuts it upfield. He's got some room. He's going running down the sidelines, and he's finally pushed out of bounds and around the 30-yard line of Poway. A tremendous run there by Larry Reese. Okay. Number 73 on the tackle. Number 73 for Poway, it was Matt Young finally pushed out Larry Reese after close to a 60-yard gain.
39 and 87.
Now, Matt Team, the quarterback. He takes a snap, hands it off there to Gill. Gill's a weapon. He goes around right side. He's weaving his way through. He breaks a tackle there, and he's on his way. 1st down and 10. He gets down about the 15-yard line of Poway, and they're just breaking up yards in chunks. Down in 10, San Marcos, as they've busted off 2 huge running plays to take it from their 30 all the way down to the 20-yard line of the Roughriders. No score here in the first quarter. Matt Team, the quarterback. He takes the snap, hands it off to Gill. Gill around right end. He's got some room there. It's a nice gain up about to the 10-yard line of the Roughriders. In on the tackle for the Roughriders is Nick Peters. So it's going to be second and short now. 6:04 remaining in the second quarter.
Mark, hang on that ball!
So now Poway on the defensive. 2nd and 3 for the Paiges.
But we need to figure out who we're missing.
And now they've got to avoid that turnover bug that have cost them their offensive momentum in the first quarter. Now the quarterback is going to be Larry Reese. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff, rolls left. He's got some room, but he's going to be dragged down there, and a nice tackle by Hector Yorba. He would not let him go. So that's going to be a loss of some yards. It's going to go back to the Rough Rider 20-yard line. It's going to be second now and probably 12.
Coach, make it up!
3rd down and 10, second quarter, 5:05 remaining. No score. After San Marcos broke off 2 huge runs, Poway has come up big defensively and are trying to prevent here the first down by San Marcos. Matt Team now back at the quarterback. He takes a snap, hands it off to his up man, number 45, Dan Solis. He gets some running room, and he's tackled down at around the 10-yard line. It's very close to a first down. A nice running play by San Marcos. That fooled the Poway team, including me. We have no marking yet from the referee. They are determining whether or not it's going to be first down, and we're going to have a measurement possibly. Well, we have 4th down and inches here. The ball's standing at the Poway Rough Rider 10-yard line. San Marcos now, after breaking up 2 huge runs, had a nice 3rd down play, a 3rd down and 10. They got 9.5. They're looking for half a yard here on 4th down. Big play in the game. Team takes the ball. It's going to be the sneak. And it looks like he's got it, or he's close to it, and he's gang tackled there. And on the play was a number of Rough Riders, including 83, Kyle Polis, and 50, John Carlson. But it's going to be first down and 10 for the Paiges as they continue this impressive drive here in the second quarter. Ball is at the 8-yard line of Poway. It's 1st and goal for San Marcos. This is the first time either team has been this close to the opponent's end zone. There is no score, 3:55 remaining in the second quarter. Matt Team, the quarterback. He's got 2 wide outs. Matt Team takes the ball, and he gets rid of it, and it's intercepted there by 32, Joe Skowinski, and he's on his way and dragged down at the 40-yard line of San Marcos. Oh, what a play, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Joe Skowinski with a huge interception as the pressure came in on the quarterback. Matt Team, he got rid of it before he wanted to because of the pressure. He threw it right in the hands of Skowinski, who raced the ball back downfield to the San Marcos Paiges 40-yard line. We're having injury on the play, and it looks like Matt Team, ladies and gentlemen, he was crushed on that play when he got rid of the ball. He left his body, he was defenseless, he couldn't protect himself, and he got drilled. As you can see, he's on the ground, and hopefully he's okay. That was just a big hit we saw there. And folks, these kids hit hard. We have the ball on the 40-yard line of the Rough Riders. Let me correct myself from saying it was on the 40-yard line of the Paiges. The 40-yard line of the Rough Riders. So that was about a 30-yard interception return by Skowinski. As we have Matt Team coming off the field after he took that big hit. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Rough Riders at their own 38-yard line. Number 8, Larry Reese, chased down Skowinski on that last play. So now it's going to be first down and 10 for the Rough Riders, as they have just taken their 3rd turnover from the Paiges. Rich Adulia, quarterback, still takes the snap. He runs left and slips and tries to get a few by jumping forward after the slip, so he's going to be down at around the 40-yard line for a gain of possibly 2, maybe 3. Second down and 8 now. 3:20 left in the second quarter. Again, we have no score. San Marcos was knocking on heaven's door, but the big hit on the quarterback and the interception by Skowinski was the difference. Ball now. Richie Dooley has it. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Oh, and he's met there and fumbles the ball. What do we have? Ball was down on the ground. A good call by the referee. Skowinski was the ball carrier. He got drilled and taken down. He did fumble the ball, but his knees were on the ground. Good call by the ref. So it's going to be third down now and long. So Poway having trouble offensively now, having trouble moving the ball. It's been their defense that's come up huge for them and prevented San Marcos from scoring, keeping this game scoreless. This will be a low-scoring affair. Shotgun formation for Poway. Richie Dooley takes a handoff, and he throws it. A big pressure put on him by Mark Gill. He had to get rid of the ball in a hurry, and he threw the ball incomplete. No chance for his receiver on that play. So it's going to be 4th and 11, most likely a punting situation. Looks like the punting unit is going to come in for Poway, as San Marcos has to be happy after the momentum, possible momentum shift to that big hit and big interception. They have come up big and not allowed Poway a first down. 4th down and long for Poway. They're on their own 38-yard line. Punting situation. Back deep for San Marcos is Reese and Gill. Ball now given to Hector Yorba. He gets a nice boot, gonna bounce at the 40-yard line and then come back and down there, jumped on by Gill at the Paiges 48-yard line. We're gonna have a change of possession. First down and 10 for the San Marcos Paiges at their own 49-yard line. We're 2 minutes left in the first half. 0-0 is our score between these two undefeated teams. The story of the game so far has been 3 turnovers by San Marcos. Ball now snapped to team. He hands it off to 45, who is dragged down at the line of scrimmage after no gain. In on the play, 73, Matt Young and others. And we're going to have a second down now, and 11. In on the play as well was Hector Yorba. Second and long now, 2nd and 10. 1:37 remaining in the first half. No score here in Poway. Now Matt Team lines up underneath center. He's got 3 running backs in his backfield. He pitches it wide to Gill. He looks to on the option, but he's going to take it himself. He's got some room down the sidelines, and he's going and taken down there in a nice play by number 40, Nick Peters, but not after a 20-yard pickup by 20, Mark Gill. And it's going to be first down and 10 for San Marcos. The Paiges have the ball on the Roughriders 31-yard line. That was a beautiful run just broken off by Mark Gill, who's been a thorn in the side of the Roughriders all day. Now, three running backs in the backfield. Team hands it off and sacked there and fumbles the ball, and ball is picked up. But what are they going to call? They're going to call the ball. It was down on the ground, so Polis, number 83, Kyle Polis, is not going to have a fumble recovery. Ball is going to be now a loss of a couple. 2nd and 12 now for San Marcos. Team was attempting to hand the ball off, but there was penetration. He was knocked down and sacked, and the ball came loose, but not after his knee touched. So far, the referees have been right on top of the action. Not missing many calls at all. 30 seconds left in the first half. If they want to score, they're going to have to do it in a hurry. Team, the quarterback. He fumbles a snap. Oh, and he's hit in the backfield and going to be taken down. Gang tackle there by 3 Poway players. 62 in on the play, 89. Andy Schramm, and 83, Kyle Polis, who seems to be everywhere defensively. 4th down. Well, I think it's 3rd down, and it's 3rd down and very long with 10 seconds to go, so this is probably the last play of the first half. We've had some exciting action here between 2 very competitive teams. It's understandable why it's 0-0. The Poway defense has been tough. Third down and 20. 10 seconds left in the half.
Let's go, Blue!
Team now the quarterback. In the I formation. Takes a snap, pitches it to Gill. He looks to be on the keeper option play. Oh, and it works! He throws it to 47. Christopher Reyes, who's running, and he's down at the 2-yard line to prevent a touchdown. Oh, my! Woo! We've had some big action. There's no time left in the first half. That's it. That is the end of the first half, and the San Marcos Paiges came within 2 yards of a touchdown on the running back option play. Folks, we've seen a lot of things here in this first half, and I look forward to the second half. After one half of play, it is Poway 0, San Marcos 0.
To invite everyone from both sides of the field to come on over to the snack bar. We've got lots of things here to eat. Some bagels, stuff down there. Coffee or a soda. This time we'd also like to announce the Poway Pop Warner Adult Dance. This is for you adults. This is going to be November 2nd down at the Big Stone Lodge here in Poway. Tickets are on sale today for $17. Including the barbecue dinner.
They're not lining up. When we run on the short side of the field, they don't have a linebacker on the outside. You have one guy that's in front of you. You gotta block him. Push him whatever way he's going. He's going to the outside. Stay with him and drive him to the outside. Backs, we're into power. You gotta start blocking and stop looking. Start blocking. There's only 1 or 2 guys out there. All you guys back are faster than that team. We gotta get to the outside.
Guys, we gotta start blocking. It's up to you to call from within yourself and start blocking.
We're a better team than that. We are a better team than them, but we gotta go 100% every time. You can't do it without blocking. You cannot do it without blocking. Let's do it.
Guys, listen to me. Remember the drills we did all week? Remember the drive? Everybody look at me, because we all did it this week, right? I want the drive block, right? We lock up on the guy, and we keep driving until you hear the whistle, right, Matt? Right? You know how to do it. If that guy, what do we do when that guy starts to get sideways on us, right? We drive him. Stay on him. The second you guys release, he's past you, right? Everybody know that?
Push him the way they're going. That's all, guys. That's what you gotta do.
We worked on it all week, guys. Think when you're out there, okay? It's just like the drills.
Hi, I'm with Coach Richard Dooley of the Poway Roughrider Ball Club. Coach, what an exciting first half. What were your thoughts on it?
Very good effort by our children. We're doing a good job out there. We just got to put one in the end zone and keep playing some defense and contain a little better. And we just talked about it. I think we're going to do fine.
Now, at the first half, you guys had 3 big turnovers. That was just incredible. Are you happy with your defensive performance?
Our defense is doing fine. We're giving up some big plays, but we got to contain a little bit. They got some football players on that team, but our kids are gearing it up, and we're trying to do the best we can, so we're going to be fine. I got to go.
Thanks a lot. I'm with Coach Acosta of the San Marcos Paiges. Coach, what were your thoughts in the first half?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're struggling a little, but I think we'll get a little bit better in the second half. They'll come together.
Were you happy with your team's offensive performance? You did turn the ball over 3 times. What did you tell your offensive team?
Well, they need to play together. They're not playing as a team. So, like I said, hopefully the second half they'll come back together and play as a team, as one, and keep the ball in their hands.
Well, it's been an exciting first half, and good luck in the second.
Thank you.
Is this like a movie?
Go, get him on.
I've got 2 other kids. That blue team is Escondido. They went all blue. Yeah, I've got a girl who's 13.
We're at the start of the second half as San Marcos is going to kick off to the Roughriders. Kick there by number 8, Larry Reese. Picked up by 35, right in front of us. Oh, and there's some big collisions going on, and number 35 is taken down. It's Rote for the Poway. And a bit of a face mask on that play, but it's not going to get called. So we've got first down and 10 for the Roughriders. The ball is at inside San Marcos territory at their own 49-yard line. Folks, we've had one heck of a first half of action. We've seen 3 turnovers, quarterback sacks, an interception, running back option play, 60-yard run called back for a penalty. We've seen a lot of things here in this first half. No score between these 2 undefeated teams in this second half should prove to be very exciting. Guy Richarduli taking Poway. He's got the wishbone. It's a keeper play, a nice little fake. He breaks around to the outside, and he's dragged down there by Larry Reese. But not after about a 3-4 yard gain for Richarduli. And it's going to be second down and 7. Just started the second half here. No score. 9:35 remaining in the third quarter. I hope you're enjoying the game so far. I know I am. As Poway now takes over, they've got a 2nd and 8 on the Paiges 47. Guy Richarduli pitches wide to 32, Jimmy Stubbs. And he takes it around right end and out. 32, check that, Joe Skowinski. It's a nice game by Skowinski. He gets around to the Paiges 40-yard line, inside the 40-yard line. And it's going to be a first down and 10 for Skowinski. Poway had trouble moving the ball offensively. It was their defense that came up big in the first half to prevent San Marcos, who did bust off some very big plays that prevented them from scoring. However, Poway has not been able to muster much offensively as the Paiges defense has been stellar. It's their offense that has been questionable so far. They have 3 turnovers. Richarduli now hands it off to 28, Hector Yorda. He breaks a tackle there. He's running down past the 30 inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. First down and 10 for Hector Yorba. Down and 10 for Poway. They've busted off 2 first downs in a row now. They're trying to put something on the board. Richarduli hands it off to 32. Skowinski, and he's tackled after a short gain, and we're going to have a penalty. It looks like it's probably going to be on the defense, I imagine. Might be a face mask. Not sure what the penalty is. We've only seen a couple flags today, both nullifying big plays. And it is a face mask, going to go on the defense. So it's going to be maybe remain first down. We'll see where they spot the ball. Face mask call on San Marcos. Ball is right now at the 25-yard line of the Paiges. Game is scoreless. It's going to be a substitution for the San Marcos Paiges as number 87, Sean Ogden, comes in, and Dominic Maselli comes off. Flag still out on the field. Referee now marks off. It's going to be a big 15-yard penalty. Holy smokes. Ball's going to go all the way down to the 10-yard line of the Paiges. Down in 10, Poway. They're deep in Paiges territory at the 10-yard line. Richarduli hands off there. Can't see who it is, but he's tackled after a short gain to the 10-yard line. Looks like that was Joe Skowinski on the carry. He gets 1 or 2. This is the deepest Poway has penetrated inside Paiges territory this whole game. So they've got to be encouraged by this quick start. Seems to be San Marcos is on the defensive right now. A little bit confused out there and on the run. Richarduli takes a snap. He's going to be a keeper play around right end. He's got some room to the down to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Guy Richarduli for the first score of the game on the keeper play. That was the play he busted off on the first play for scrimmage from Poway for 60 yards, but it was called back for the holding call. This time, no holding call. The play works to perfection. 6 points for Poway, none for the Paiges as we line up for the extra point. So Poway takes the ball 50 yards to begin the second half and marches for a score in very strong fashion. They busted off a couple first downs, had a big 15-yard face mask on the Paiges, which helped Poway's cause. And the Richard Dooley keeper play around right end gets them 10 yards in the touch. 6 points for Poway, 7:39 to go in the third quarter. We're going to have the extra point kick. It's going to be number 28, Hector Yorba, the kicker. Kick is put down by Craig Erickson as San Marcos is trying to block him. He kicks it, and it's no good. No good. Wide, left, and low. So the extra point is left and low, no good. However, Poway draws first blood finally in the beginning of the third quarter. It is Poway 6, San Marcos 0. Poway now kicking off. They have the ball at the tee at their own 38-yard line, and they're lining up, it appears to be, for an onside kick. Yorba kicks it. Ball is free, and caught and fumbled out of bounds by 29. Joseph Garcia had a chance at the onside kick, but the ball was heading out of bounds, and he can only try and dive for it. He dove. Ball went off of his hand, out of bounds. It's going to be San Marcos Paiges' ball now close to midfield, and I think the ball going out of bounds are going to have a penalty. It's going to be marked off against Poway. As if you recall, the kickoff must land in fair territory, otherwise it is a penalty, and we'll see how far the refs mark it. Rules are different here than in the NFL, of course. 7:25 remaining in the third quarter. It's 6-0 Poway. They drew first blood after an impressive 50-yard drive to begin the second half. Capped off by a Richard Dooley 10-yard keeper touchdown run. Now we have the referee discussing something with the San Marcos Paiges' Mark Gill, who has had an excellent day so far, although nothing to show for it. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Paiges at the Poway, at the Paiges 47-yard line. First down and 10 for the Paiges. Taken there by Team. Team hands off to Gill. Gill breaks 3 tackles, still on his feet, and finally gang tackle, what you need to do against this guy. In on the tackle, 62 and 19. It's Craig Erickson and Mike Sylvester. Second down and 8 for the Paiges. They're looking to score. They're down now 6-0. They were the most impressive offensive team in the first half, but the 3 turnovers killed them. The little mix-up on the play, the ball on the keeper play is handed off for a loss on the play. In on the play was 62, Erickson, who seems to be everywhere so far. Ball carried by 45, Daniel Solis.
That's a play. That's not mix-up.
So coach informs me that is no mix-up on the play, but an inside handoff snuffed out by Poway. So it's going to be third down and 10. We're here at the beginning of the third quarter, 6-0, Poway.
Run the ball.
It's now 32, Jimmy Stubbs, the center. Matt Team, the quarterback. 3 in the backfield. He pitches it to Gill. It's going to be the option play. He chucks it to 17. Oh, he had the ball. That was a tough break for the Paiges as that play worked to perfection at the end of the first half, but he was dragged down at the 2-yard line. Christopher Reyes is the intended receiver. It worked all around, but Reyes just dropped the ball. So it's going to be now 4th down. That was a tough break for the Paiges, as that play worked to perfection, as you remember, in the first half, and ran all the way down to the 2-yard line when time ran out. 4th down and 10 now. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the punting unit's going to come out for Poway as a change of players enters the field. They're lining it up now. Punting formation for the Paiges. Ball is snapped now to the punter. Punter is Larry Reese. He's all everything for them. Ball is kicked. Oh, it's a nice kick. It's going to go bounce all the way around to the 10-yard line. Picked up there by Poway. It's number 35, John Rote, but he's quickly dragged down after maybe about a 2-yard gain. We're going to have a change of possession. First down and 10 for the Poway Roughriders at their own 21-yard line. We have 5:43 to go in the third quarter. Poway is leading 6-0. So far, Poway's been able to execute their game plan in the second half to perfection. They drove the ball 50 yards at the beginning of the half to score the first score of the game for either team. Now lead after holding San Marcos for their first possession of the second half. Richie Dooley, the quarterback, number 12. One person in the backfield. Richie Dooley hands it off to him. It's Yorba, and he's dropped in on the tackle. 47, Christopher Reyes and others.
Like 51, too.
And 51, Nicholas Acosta, as well as 32, Jimmy Stubbs. So now second down and maybe 8, 9, and Yorba is going to leave the game for Poway, and a substitution as well on the defensive end of the ball as 62 comes in for the Paiges. That is Eric Wygant. Welcome to the game, Eric. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6-0 Poway. Little trouble in the formation there, Guy Richarduli, the quarterback. He takes the ball, goes around right end. He pitches on the option play, pitched out to 32, and he's still on his feet at the 30-yard line, dragged out of bounds. That's Joe Skowinski. He's been tough today, folks. And it's going to be a first down and 10 for Poway, who will continue to impress offensively here in the second half. Check the first down. It's third and short here for Poway. Big play for Poway. They don't want to have to punt from this deep in their own territory. It's the keeper play by Richarduli, and he gets 5. And a tough little run taken down by 51, Nick Acosta. So it's going to be first down and 10 Poway as they're having success here offensively in the second half. 4:27 to go. Timeout on the field. San Marcos takes the timeout. So 4:27 to the third. It's still 6-0 Poway, who have a first down and 10 at their 35-yard line. First down and 10 for the Poway Roughriders here in the third quarter. Guy Richarduli, the quarterback. One man in his backfield. 2 wideouts. Oop, we have a false start. I think it's going to be 60 on the Paiges. It's going to be Benjamin Anaya. Or do we have a false start by the Roughriders? The call has not been made. Oh, it is offsides against the Paiges, so it's going to be probably a 5-yard penalty. That was peculiar just for the fact that I thought he did jump. Anaya did jump, but I don't think he crossed the plane. However, they are going to call it like that. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. First down and 5 for Poway, whose momentum offensively continues here in this second half. It's a beautiful day here in Poway in early October. The sun is shining, it is warm, and Poway is a beautiful place. It's first down and 5 for Poway. Richarduli looking over his troops. He hands off the ball. Oh, and it's busted outside by 35. He's got some running room. Oh, and but dragged down on a nice play by 47. 47 was Christopher Reyes. 35 on the run was John Rote. He had some room, but quickly shut off by Reyes. So it's going to be second down and about 4. And now 4:07 remaining in the third quarter. 35. An excellent job. Rote did an excellent job of bouncing outside after he found there was nothing in the middle. But, however, a great tackle there by Reyes prevented him from getting what could have been a bundle. Richarduli now lines up at center. He's got the wishbone behind him. Hands it off to his back man, number 32. Oh, and he's popped there and down. Skowinski is popped by 47, and again, that's Christopher Reyes, who's made 2 heck of defensive plays in a row. He got his helmet right in Skowinski's gut. dropped him after maybe a 1-yard gain. So it's probably a 3rd down and 3. So again, another big 3rd down play for Poway, who've been able to convert so far. And if I was a color announcer, I would guess maybe a keeper play by Rich Dooley, as it's worked to perfection so far here today. He's busted off 2 big runs. They're lining up for it. Takes a snap, and he pitches out the right side to Yorba. Yorba is tackled there, tripped up for a loss. Oh, tremendous defensive penetration by number 34, Matt Team, the quarterback, who doubles as a safety, and he dropped him for a loss, and now it's going to be 4th down and about 6, and this will be an interesting call for Poway. Looks like they bring the punting formation on, as Coach Guy Richardouli has got to be happy with his defense, and maybe has confidence in him that they're going to stop the Riders, because the Riders, check that, the Paiges have not had much success offensively. They've hurt themselves with 3 turnovers. That was the story of the first half, as well as getting tackled at the 2-yard line as time expired in the first half. They are in the punting formation as number 20 is back deep for the Paiges is Mark Gill. He hands it off to Yorba. Richard Dooley does for the punt. Yorba boots it and caught by the up man, but he fumbles it there. He still fumbles it there, and it's going to be a loose ball and picked up by the Roughriders. That's the 4th turnover of the day, ladies and gentlemen, for the Paiges, as number 8, Larry Reese, had trouble with the ball. He bobbled it once, bobbled it twice, and a Rough Rider player came in there and took it right away from him. Oh, a big break for Poway. And we're back. 1st down and 10 for the Rough Riders. I believe that was Kyle Polis in on the recovery. We'll have to check that. Oh, and a face mask call is going to be called on Gill on the tackle on Richard Dooley, and he finally goes down. Kids are getting a little chippy out here now. We got a face mask call on the Paiges as their problems continue. 4 turnovers and 2 big face mask penalties so far. But yet they're still in this game. It's only 6-0. However, Poway has had the momentum ever since they drove 50 yards to begin the 3rd quarter. We're almost done with the 3rd quarter now. It's 1:40 left as the referee is looking over where how far he's going to mark off this face mask call. Call went against Gill of the Riders. Paiges, check that. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Poway, as after the fumble punt they recovered. And again, it's going to be marked off a huge 15 yards. The referee's going to ever stop? He does at the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Poway at the San Marcos Paiges 30-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Rough Riders, as they had to sprint down to the new line of scrimmage, as they were 15 yards away from it after that big mark-off face mask call. Richard Dooley gets the handoff. He's going to be a double reverse. Number 28, Yorba, has the ball. He cuts up field and slammed down to the ground by number 20, Mark Gill, after a couple-yard gain. The kids are hitting hard today. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Make that 7. 1:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Poway showing the momentum, capitalizing as they should, as good teams do against 4 turnovers of the Paiges. Guy Richard Dooley Jr., the quarterback, he takes a snap, hands it off to the inside guy, and there's a flag in the play as he's bundled up there at the line of scrimmage. We do have a flag in the play. We'll have to wait to see what the call was. I did not see it. There's been no mark yet by the referee. And we're going to have a motion call against the offense. It'd be helpful if the referees would signal. However, it's going to be motion call, it appears, on the offense. So Poway, I think that's their first offensive penalty. First penalty call of the game, I think, which is impressive. They've played a near flawless game. Haven't turned the ball over, haven't committed penalties. That's why they're ahead. As there's still indecision on the part of the Paiges as to whether to accept or deny the call. And it looks like they are going to accept the call, and the ball will be marked off 5 yards against Poway. The ball standing now on the 30-yard line. It's going to be moved back 5 yards to the 35-yard line, while Poway will face a 2nd and 14 from the Paiges 35-yard line. Richaduli takes the snap, pitches it out to Yorba. And Yorba is hit as he tried to throw it back to Richaduli and push it down, and the pass fell harmlessly incomplete. That was a good idea, however, it took too long to develop as Yorba was pushed down to the ground before he had a chance to get the pass up to Richaduli, who was wide open in the flat.
Larry.
Second down and 13. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It is third down and 13. Richaduli now. So man goes in motion, Yorba. Snaps it. Oh, and he throws the ball, and number 32, Joe Skowinski, was not ready for the pass, falls incomplete. It's going to bring up a fourth down play, and it'll be an interesting call here as the Poway team is relatively deep in Paiges territory. They are up 6-0, and they want to keep the pressure on. However, they are facing a fourth down and long play, so we'll see. Most likely they'll play conservative and give it a nice boot and try to pin the Paiges back deep. So they're lining up for the punt. Back deep for the Paiges is Larry Reese, who bobbled that punt previously and turned it over. Yorba gives it a kick. Ball is kicked out of bounds around the 25-yard line, so we're going to have a change of possession, first down and 10 for the Paiges at their own 25-yard line. So we have a first down and 10 for the San Marcos Paiges at their own 24-yard line. It is 6-0 Poway over the Paiges. The Paiges have turned the ball over 4 times, which has cost them dearly. Number 34, Matt Team, is the quarterback. He hands it off, fakes the handoff, gets it instead to number 17, and he's taken down for a loss. Sniffed out nicely by number 32 for Poway, Skowinski, and number 93. That is Ray Mendoza. And it's going to be second down now. That ball carrier for the Paiges was 47, Christopher Reyes, and that buzzing sound is the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Poway Roughriders, who are 4-0-2, lead the San Marcos Paiges at 5-0, 6-0. And we'll be right back for the start of the fourth quarter.
Riders!
First down and 10 for the Paiges at their own 20-yard line. Matt Team with the ball, pitches it out to Gill, and he is just gang tackled by 3 Poway players. It took 3 of them to get him down. In on the play, 35, John Rote, along with 2 others, and it is now third down and long. Number 83 in on the play as well, that is Kyle Polis. Kyle's had some big defensive plays today as well. Third down and 10 for the Paiges. The Paiges really have their backs against the wall here. Nothing seems to be going right for them offensively. If you recall in the first half, they did have busted off some big chunks of yards, but the turnovers cost them. So far in the second half, Poway's made some adjustments and really snuffed out any kind of drive for the Paiges. So we're under 10 minutes in the fourth quarter. Ball is snapped now. The quarterback is Reese. He throws the ball at 17, and it is picked off there by number 29, Joseph Garcia, who made a diving catch of the ball for the 5th turnover of the game. And they're calling the ball incomplete. The ball hit the ground before he caught it. Incomplete. So now it's going to be 4th down and 10. It was a terrific effort by Garcia. It looked to me like he caught the ball, but the referees were there, said it was incomplete. So anything the Paiges seem to do at this point are just not working out. They face a 4th down and 10, and most likely a punting situation. They're deep in their own territory. They're at their 15. It's the 4th and 18. Fourth down and 18. Punting formation. Back deep for Poway. It's number 40, Nick Peters.
Christopher, hit him hard!
Punting for the Paiges, Larry Reese. He kicks it. Peters grabs it there, runs left, looking for some room. We got a flag in the play as Peters comes our way. He's got some open territory. He's at the 20, the 10. He makes a beautiful move, cutback move, touchdown, Nick Peters. But let's check the penalty. It looks like it's going to come on back. Peters made a terrific cutback move to fake out Larry Reese right in front of us at the 10-yard line. But unfortunately to no avail. The ball will come back on a penalty call. I don't know what the call is, but it is coming back. Initial signal appears to be a clipping call on the Roughriders.
Get the ball back.
It is indeed a clip, so we're going to have to move the chains and move the ball, and we'll have a change of possession, first down and 10 for Poway. First down and 10, Poway. They're leading 6-0. 8:15 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Guy Richaduli, the quarterback. He takes the snap, shovels it to Selensky. He takes it down to the 50, the 45. He's out of bounds there. So a nice run by Skowinski. And looks like a gain of 5. It will be 2nd and 5 as Poway's offensive momentum continues. They've played just a brilliant second half. The defense, Poway's defense was allowing some big chunks of yards on the Paiges, by the Paiges. However, the turnovers, they capitalized on the turnovers, and now the defense has held and played very strong. And the offense has played wonderfully. They put some points on the board and are able to drive the football and play the territory game and keeping San Marcos pinned back. Guy Richaduli now on the keeper play around left end. He's at the 50 and nailed there out of bounds by 47, Christopher Reyes. So Reyes has been everywhere on defense, especially in the second half. It's going to be now third down and approximately 7 yards to go. 7:52 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Under 8 minutes to go in the contest.
6-0 Poway as precious time is ticking off the clock and time is running out for the Paiges. As I've said throughout the broadcast, both teams are undefeated. Poway comes in with a record of 4-0-2. San Marcos comes in with a perfect record of 5-0. So Paiges trying to avoid a blemish on their record so far this year. Third down and 6. Guy Richaduli. What are they going to call? It's a keeper play. Richaduli coming around our way, coming around right end. He's got some room, but he's, a nice tackle there by number 8, Larry Reese, who dragged him down. And Richaduli is down very far away from the first down, so it's going to be fourth down and probably around 4. And make that no gain. It's going to stay 4th and 6. A terrific tackle there by Larry Reese. As you saw the action up front and personal. Fourth down now, an interesting call here, see what they want to try and do. I'm sure Poway wants to keep San Marcos, who've had trouble offensively in the second half, pinned deep back in their territory, so a big play won't tie the game. Looks like they will punt. Yorba, ready for the kick. Number 20 back deep for the Paiges is Mark Gill. Yorba kicks it high up into the air. It bounces there, bounces back towards the Rough Rider territory, but it's down to at the 35-yard line of the Paiges, and that's where they'll take over. First down and 10. And first down and 10 for the Paiges. Matt Team, the quarterback, takes a step, gets it to Mark Gill, who is tackled after a short gain. In on the play is 35 and 32. John Rote and Joe Skowinski for the Poway Ball Club. We're under 6 minutes to go. 6-0 Poway. San Marcos needs to get on the board. They're facing a second down and 7. Let's see what they have up their sleeve. They're in the 3-set backfield. Ball is snapped. Team gives it to 8 Gill. Gill now tackled by 62 and a nice tackle by Craig Erickson after a short gain. So probably it's not going to be 2nd and 4. Poway not giving too much up defensively here. San Marcos playing relatively conservative. 5:20 to go.
He's the only one that needs one. He's going in right now after this play. Let's go!
team with the ball. He looks to have some movement, but no call. Oh, and he's hammered there. 50 and 83 on the play. John Carlson, Kyle Polis both had their licks on the quarterback team, and now it's going to be 4th down. Looked to be some confusion there on the Paiges sideline. Their tight end broke. However, there was no call by the referee for some reason before the snap. So therefore, it's going to be 4th down and 9, 4:33 to go. They're getting the downs correct on the sideline. So it's going to be 4th down and 9. Let's see what San Marcos wants to do. The time is running out on them and their chances here. It looks like they're going to go for it. They need 9 yards for the first. That team gets it, pitches it out to Reese. Reese has got some room, but he's dragged down. A beautiful tackle by number 28, Yorba. Hector Yorba has really been a star for Poway today as he just wrestled Gill down at the waist. Textbook tackle for no gain, actually a loss in the play. So therefore, Poway will take over deep in the Paiges territory. 1st down and 10 at the Paige 35-yard line. So now the Roughriders have taken over. It's 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Paiges. They're up 6-0. Under 4 minutes to go. Richard Dooley hands it off to his running back, Yorba. He's got some room. He's at the 30, down to the 28-yard line, tackled there by Kyle Logan. So we have a 2nd down and about 4 or 5 yards. Nice little gain by Yorba. This is exactly what Poway wants to do. Ball control, gain a few yards, and just run that clock down. They're in a very good position. They have the ball deep in the Paiges territory, and time is winding down. They have the lead. Can't beat that, but they have played well here today. Richard Dooley now hands it off to Skowinski. He's trying to gain some room, but he's can't gang tackled out there. Again, 17 in on the play for the Paiges, as well as 20 Mark Gill. 3rd down and 5. However, the clock keeps ticking. We are at 3 minutes, the 3-minute mark of the 4th quarter, and time out on the field. Timeout Paiges. So with 3:02 exactly to go, it is Poway 6, the Paiges 0. We have a 3rd down and 6 for Poway in the late 4th quarter. Poway, the Roughriders up 6-0. Richard Dooley now has the ball on the keeper play. He's got some room, but still has some room. Fought through 3 tackles and taken down finally by number 84, Dominic Maselli. Terrific run by Richard Dooley. You've got to tackle him with both hands and mean it, otherwise he's going to run right through it. So now it's going to be 4th down and short. 4th down and I think 2 or 1. And it's going to be 4th and a yard, so says the announcer at the field. And it is 2:27 mark of the 4th quarter. Huge play of the game. If the San Marcos has any chance to get back in it, they're going to have to make a stop right here. Richard Dooley now takes a snap, and there was movement and no call. He did get the 1st down, it appears. However, there was movement, and the referees are it's not calling anything. 1st down and 10 for the Roughriders, and the fans and the team senses the fact that they've just made a huge play in this game. And the San Marcos team coaches, rather, not happy at all with the officiating, as they have a right to be. That was clearly movement. However, things are going Poway's way. They have the momentum and the lead. 1st down and 10, Poway Roughriders, who are leading 6-0 at the 2:06 mark of the 4th quarter. We're now 1st down and 10 for the Roughriders. Skowinski in the backfield. Richard Dooley, the quarterback. Takes a snap, pitches it to Skowinski. He cuts around right side, and there's a flag on the play. Skowinski's still on his feet, dragged down there by Mark Gill after maybe a gain of a yard. There's a flag in the play, and we'll see what the call is. So let's see. Holding call is going to be called against Poway, so they're going to be marked up against the holding. That's only their 2nd penalty of the game that the referees have called. And they're going to be backed up here with 1:43 to go. Poway doing an excellent job here in the second half. Their offense is working to perfection. Ball control, they've got the quick score they needed, then ball control, and the good defense. They just played solid all around. Both teams are showing why they're undefeated. However, I'm sure the coaches of San Marcos and the players of the Paiges will tell you, hey, you can't win with 4 turnovers. Now it's going to be first down and a distance. First down and 20, I think. So now they're backed up. Poway is. They're on their own. They're on the Riders' Paiges 35-yard line. Rishadouli now in the wishbone. There's a handoff to Yorba. There's a scramble, and he's tackled. It was a nice try and get the ball by San Marcos, as that's got to be their strategy right now. But Yorba did a good job of holding on to the play, holding on to the ball. In on the tackle, 32 for the Paiges and 54, them being Jimmy Stubbs and Andrew Avila, respectively. We have a second down and 20 for Poway. They're up 6-0. Only a minute left. The keeper play by Rishadouli, and he's still struggling for yardage. And finally, the whistle is blown. We're under the 1 minute mark. Time running out for the Paiges. It has been an exciting game here at Poway. First half, we saw all sorts of fireworks. Second half, we saw the ball control and the defense come through for both teams. The only score was a Rishadouli 10-yard touchdown run around right end at the beginning of the third quarter as they took the ball 50 yards to start the half for the only score of the game. And that's where we're at, 6-0. Roughriders, they have the ball at the Paiges 30-yard line, and now a flag is down. And we're going to have a delay game called on Poway, which is understandable. That's a strategy right now that Coach Rishadouli, I'm sure, has advised. Just kind of wind down the clock here. Got nothing to lose but taking 5 yards at this stage of the game. Ball now is marked back to the 35-yard line of the Paiges, where the Poway club will take over and probably attempt to run out the game.
I'm going to follow.
And now Rishadouli is under center. He takes a snap and just falls down, which is a smart play. Don't want to have a turnover here at this point. And clock winding down now. It's fourth down. And I don't think that San Marcos has any timeouts to stop the game. And they do not. And the time will run out on the San Marcos Paiges. And there you have it. The ball game is over, so says the buzzer in the clock. Well, what an exciting game here in Poway, where we saw the Poway Roughriders go to 5-0-2 and send the San Marcos Paiges to 5-1 with a hard-fought, exciting 6-0 victory here today at Poway.
Good game, cheerleader.
Go, come on, let's go. AJ, let's go. Come on. All right, baby. Hard act to follow.
Announcing crew up here for the next game.
Good job, all right.
Got the brains, the boys got the muscles, the girls got the cute legs, and we won the game.
Give it up, come on, guys. Give it up for cheerleaders. cheerleaders that cheer. Let me hear that chant a little bit, huh? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody take the knee.
Here we are at Poway Field on Saturday, October 12th. We just got done with a great Poway Rough Rider victory, 6-0 over the tough San Marcos Page team. We have several of the players here today. We're going to like to interview them about what they've done in the game today and get some of their observations. First here we have number 35, John Rote. Say hi, John.
Hi.
What do you remember about today's game? Any big plays?
Yeah.
Back in the third quarter, there were about 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and we had a punt. We had a 4th down situation. There was a big punt. Can you tell us what happened? It kind of happened over on this sideline.
Hector kicked it over to our side of the field, and the guy touched it, so I just jumped on it.
Yes, you did. A big fumble recovery for Poway. Good job, John. Great game. We were calling your number all game long. Good job. Anything else you remember about today's game?
No.
Okay. All right. Thanks a bunch. Who's next? Okay. Player we have to interview is number 40, Nick Peters. Nick, what positions do you play for the team?
Safety, quarterback, and running back.
Do you remember any big plays that you made? Maybe in the second quarter there was a big one?
No.
There was a defensive play. They had the ball on about their 50-yard line. They had a 31-yard run. Whose number do you think we had to call to save that tackle?
Me.
Yeah, Nick Peters. Can you tell us about a play that happened in the game on your birthday? Do you remember a big play on your 10th birthday? Tell us about that play.
I made an interception and ran back for a touchdown.
Yes, you did. And that's the only one that's happened this year, right?
No.
Has it happened again?
Yes.
When did it happen last time?
2 times.
2 times. Last week you did the same thing, right? Big pick and run it back for a TD. Nick's been making a lot of big plays for us. His defensive back this year gets a little offensive action, but very valuable on the defense. Good game, Nick. Hector. We were calling this number all day long. This is Hector Yorba, number 28. Hector, there was a play right near the end of the first half. San Marcos had the ball fairly deep in our territory. They got a long pass, and their runner was going for the goal line. Tell us what happened next.
I tackled him
Yeah? Where did you tackle him?
in a 10-yard line.
Yeah. It was the 2-yard line. Hector made that tackle at the 2-yard line. What was the score at that time?
0-0.
0-0. Hector made a game-saving touchdown with no time left on the clock in the second quarter to end the first half. Big dynamite play. Let's see what else he had. He had some other plays today we'd like to talk about. In the second quarter, with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, we had a nice play with number 50. We'll be talking with him, John Carlson, in a minute. And you threw the quarterback down for a 7-yard loss. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Big loss, a lot of big tackles today. And then in the first quarter, right at the beginning of the game, their first set of downs, they just had the ball. They were on our 45-yard line. And do you remember what happened at the end of their first series of downs?
He got tackled.
He got tackled, and what did you do to the ball? You knocked it out.
I knocked it out.
That's right. You stripped that ball from that guy, didn't you? And a big turnover for Poway to start the game off right. We've been calling your number all year long. Is there anything you remember about some of the games you'd like to talk about? Nothing? Come on, there must be something you'd like to talk about.
I made 2 field goals last game.
2 what?
2 field goals.
Bugles?
Last game.
What's that?
Huh? 2 games ago.
All right. 2-point field goals, right? Point afters. Okay, good going, buddy.
Go my team.
Who's next? Eric, get on in here. Eric, big game today for the Rough Riders, wasn't it? Look right at the camera. Tell us your name.
Eric.
Eric Sadsad. What do you remember about today's game? Tell us something that you did in the game. I seem to remember some big blocks you made up on the line. Did you get some blocks on the line? Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think about the team this year?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. How many games have you lost this year, Eric?
None.
How many?
None.
None, that's right. Undefeated Poway Rough Riders. Eric Sadsad making it happen for his team. Good job. Okay, who's this? We got number 65. What's your name, son?
Brad Byers.
Brad Byers. We called your name today. Look right over here. Tell us what you remember about today's game.
I made a couple of tackles in the backfield.
You did make a couple tackles in the backfield. We're calling your number more as the season goes on. You playing more defense or offense?
Defense.
Defense? What are your observations about the team this year?
Good.
What?
Good.
We're good? How do you like Coach Riccadulli?
Nice.
Yeah? Is he tough on you guys? He makes you guys work for him? Yeah? Okay. Are you having fun this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything you want to say on the tape here? Okay. Go get him. Good season there, Brad. AJ Moffitt. AJ, coming in here. What type of game do you have today? Pretty good game? How'd the Poway Roughriders do?
Good.
What was the final score?
6-0.
6-0. What positions do you play for the squad?
I played tackle.
Tackle? Did you get some action in there today? I seem to remember calling your number once or twice out there. Big number 49, AJ Moffitt. Anything you want to say on the tape? Okay. Good game, AJ. We've got Big Ray Mendoza, number 93. Say hi to the folks, Ray.
Hello.
What positions you play for the squad?
Safety.
Safety? What all? Did you see any action in today's game out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw you out there a few times. Did you get a few hits in?
A couple.
Yeah, I think so. What do you remember about today's game? Do you remember any big plays?
No.
No? Do you remember who won?
Us.
Yeah, I remember us playing. You've had a couple of big plays. We've been calling your number all year long out there, haven't we? Okay, always a lot of hustle out of this player. One of the best teammates on the team. Anything you want to say? Anything at all about mom, dad, coaches? This is your chance. Okay, good job, Ray. This boy's number 32. Tell us your name.
Joe Skoinski.
Joe, what positions have you been playing this year?
I've been playing running back and outside linebacker.
All right. Do you remember any big plays you had in today's game?
Got a couple tackles and stuff.
Yeah. Anything else? You had a big play at the near the end of the second quarter, near the end of the first half.
I got a pass and I made an interception.
That's right. There was the San Marcos team was driving down on our 8-yard line, down to our 8-yard line, very close. They made a pass. Can you tell us a little bit about that play?
He was gonna get tackled, so he threw it in the air, and then I caught it and I ran for a couple of yards.
Yeah, a couple yards. That was 32 yards. You ran all the way out to the 40-yard line on that one. What else do you remember about today's game?
Nothing much.
You remember anything about any previous games you want to talk about? Any big plays?
Oh, no.
Can you do one favor for us? Tell us what's the name of the offensive coach, the coach that helps the offense out on the field?
Mark Skoinski.
Mark Skoinski. Is he any relation of yours?
He's my dad.
Yeah. All right. How do you like having your dad as a coach?
Good.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay. Great game, Joe. You've been doing it all year long, buddy. Okay, he's taking his jersey off, so we're not going to be able to see him in his number, but this is number 50, John Carlson.
Hi.
How do you feel about today's game, John?
Excellent.
What all did you do today? Can you think of any big plays?
When Kyle Polis was holding him in the quarterback in the backfield, I got through the line and then I tackled him.
Yeah, I seem to remember you nailed him that play. You didn't treat him very nice.
Nope.
Yeah, you've been making a lot of big hits all year long. There was a play in the second quarter. They were thrown for a 7-yard loss, and there's always a lot of unsung heroes on the team. We had one play where Hector Yorba actually made the tackle on that, but as the runner was coming to the outside, you provided containment. That is, you kept that runner in so that Hector could make that tackle. Good job, buddy. We've been calling that number all year. Do you have any big plays you remember from previous games? Anything you want to talk about?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Who's the guy that runs the time for our team? Who runs the scoreboard?
My dad.
Your dad? What's his name?
Bob Carlson.
Yeah, all right. Good job, buddy. Good year. This is number 41, Mr. Martinez. What kind of a game did you have today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Look right at the camera there. You have any big plays you remember? Make any big hits?
I hit a guy when I was blocking and he fell.
Yeah?
Yeah, he almost did a somersault.
All right, a couple of big hits. What do you remember most about today's game when you think back on it? Any big plays?
Well, when there's, when they called through our, me and Carlson's hall, we blocked different ways and he kind of went through.
Yep.
The man with the ball.
All right. Good job, buddy. Good game. Anything else you want to add? Okay, thanks for visiting with us today. Give me 5. This is number 373, Matt Young. Matt, I think you're the tallest boy on the team, aren't you?
Well, since Sean Gary quit, yeah.
Yeah? All right. Do you have any big plays that you remember today?
I recovered a fumble.
Yeah, I remember you recovering a fumble. Anything else?
I saved a touchdown.
Yes, he sure did. With 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the first half, their guy had broken loose. He was running down the sidelines. Kind of tell us what happened on that play.
I went back and he was running this, so I was running over here. And I just came and tackled him by the shirt.
That's right. If you hadn't gotten him, what would have happened?
He would have scored a touchdown.
He would have scored a touchdown. How many points did their team get today?
0.
0. Okay, that was a big touchdown. The game was 0-0 at that time, right? And you stopped him right there. That runner had gotten 34 yards. He was wide open, and you saved that touchdown, buddy. Good job. Your fumble recovery, that came at the first set of downs, didn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Is that fun?
Yeah.
You had a play last week, I think. Weren't you in on a fumble or something?
2.
Yeah? All right. Matt's playing a lot of defensive line for us. He causes a lot of problems in the backfield for the other team. He's back there all the time. Any big plays you remember? Anything else you want to talk about that's happened this year?
No.
Not right now? Okay. Thank you very much, Matt. Good job this year. Keep up the good work. Who we got here? Todd Sylvester. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Michael Sylvester. Tell us what happened in today's game.
I don't know.
What did you do in today's game? Where did you play?
I made a
Look at the camera.
I made a clip and it was not my fault and he turned and I tackled him right on the back and then Nick, if I didn't make a clip then Nick would have a touchdown.
Oh, well, that happens. That happens. You have any good plays you remember? Something real good? Oh, come on. We're always calling your number out there. You're always making blocks. Number 19, Sylvester, you had a couple of big plays.
Tackled.
Yeah, a couple of big stops for Poway there. Tackle up the middle. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, dragging him down. All right. A lot of good action this year. Any big plays you remember this year you want to talk about?
No.
No? Okay, buddy. Good job. This is number 29. This is Joe Garcia. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
What do you want to tell the folks at home today?
I don't know.
What did you do in today's game?
I almost caught an interception.
You almost. That was close, that one. In and out of your hands, right? Yeah. What else? I seem to remember you making some plays happen out there.
Yeah.
Making a few tackles?
Some.
Yeah? What all squads do you play on?
Safety.
Safety?
Sometimes they put me running back.
Wing back?
Yeah.
All right. Good job. You having a good year?
Yeah.
What do you think about Coach Riccadouli and the rest of the staff?
Fine.
Yeah? Are they keeping you guys busy at the workouts? At the sessions training during the week?
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Good year, buddy. Who we got next? This is number 62. This is Craig Erickson. Craig, what position do you play for the squad?
I play defensive tackle and offensive guard.
That's right. Tell us some of the defensive plays you had today.
Well, they stood him up, and then I ran up and I creamed the guy.
I seem to remember 3 or 4 times that happened, didn't it?
Yeah, and I.
Who helps you a lot back there?
Mostly everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of kids, they can't get him down, and they just stand him up so everybody can come and cream him, and that's normally me.
Yeah. We seem to be calling 2 numbers a lot in the backfield, at least from the line position. That would be number 73, Matt Young, and your number 62. We also get John Carlson in there in a lot of those tackles, don't we?
Yep.
Did you have a play that happened last week you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, the guy was running, they stood him up, and then I just stripped the ball, and I was running, but then they tackled me, and they tried to strip the ball, but I held on to it.
That's right. That was a big fumble recovery at the start of that game, wasn't it?
Yep.
And then didn't we get a, what happened on that set of downs right after you got that fumble recovery?
Then we scored a touchdown.
That's right. All right. You having a good year?
Yep.
Anything you want to say?
Nope.
Anything special?
No.
Okay, buddy. Good job. This is number 22, Tyler Tate. Let's see your jersey number here, right here. Number 22. Tyler, what's this on your left arm here? I don't know if the camera can get a good view of it.
A cast.
It's a what?
A cast.
A cast. How did that happen?
Well, in practice I was running, and then John Rote just came up and popped me, and his helmet fell down to the ground with my arm, so it broke.
Yeah. So we're going to see you out on the field again this year?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? What positions have you been playing for us?
Safety and running back and two back.
All right. We can't see your head here. Let's do this. All right. Is that better? Okay. When are we going to see you back on the field, do you think?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. That's going to be a big inspiration of the team to see Tyler Tate back out there, won't it?
Yep.
You looking forward to coming back out?
Uh-huh.
Any big plays you remember? You got 2 or 3 games in the start of the season before the arm got hurt here?
Nope.
Yeah, I seem to remember we call your number quite a bit. We'd have to look back on the tape. You're in on a lot of plays there, aren't you? Making it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Good job. Tyler was one of our team captains today out at the start of the game. Good job, Tyler. We'll see you out there next week. Who we got here? 87. 87. What's your name?
Dylan Pigeon.
Dylan Pigeon. That's right. Dylan, what positions you play for us this year?
Tight end.
Tight end. Can you remember any big plays in this game that you were in on?
I helped Matt tackle the guy that almost went for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's right. Matt got there, and then you were right on his heels, weren't you? Okay, any big plays in previous weeks you want to talk about? We've called your number quite a bit this year.
In the first game, I made a fumble.
You made a fumble or you recovered a fumble?
Recovered one.
Yeah, that's a lot better, isn't it? Okay. Team's real good on defense this year. Any idea why that might be?
Coach Guy.
Coach Guy. Coach Guy's been working you on defense quite a bit?
I don't play.
On offense?
I only play on defense.
Only on defense? Making you guys work hard? Okay. Anything you remember about today's game you want to talk about? Any big plays? Nothing, huh? Okay, buddy. Good season. This is number 83, Kyle Polis. Get on in here, Kyle. Kyle, we were calling your number all day long. What'd you eat for breakfast?
Eggs and toast.
Eggs and toast. I want you to eat that every Saturday from now on, okay? Okay, big game. Kyle, at the right near the end of the first quarter, they had a 1st and 10 situation, and I don't know if you remember the play, but you made a beautiful tackle for a 7-yard loss on their quarterback. Do you remember that?
When they were making the pass?
Yeah.
When they were making a pass, yeah, I sacked that quarterback just like the cheerleaders were saying.
Yeah, you sacked that quarterback. Very next play at the end of the first half. Do you remember what happened then?
Yep.
What happened?
I recovered a fumble.
Yes, you did. Big turnover for Poway, wasn't it?
Yep.
That's right. So it went from 1st and 10. You threw them for a 7-yard loss. You think they'd learn to block you, but on the very next play, you go in and you cause a fumble and get the ball back for Poway, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. What else can you tell us about the game today? Any other plays you remember?
Yeah, when my favorite play of the game was the quarterback fall down when the last play where he fell down on purpose to waste time.
Uh-huh.
And that was my favorite play because it was sort of funny.
All right. Good job. Well, we've been calling your number all year long, and I think we're going to keep calling it. Keep up the good work there, okay?
I have one more thing to say.
Sure.
I told you that we were gonna bash those guys.
All right, and you guys did. Good game, buddy.
Remember me?
Okay, this is number 12. Let's see, I forget. This is Guy Riccadulli. What position do you play again?
Quarterback and inside linebacker.
Yeah, quarterback and inside linebacker. There's a lot of plays this year where we see you getting in on that ball on defense where maybe the coverage is good on our line, and then who gets back there a lot?
Me.
Yeah, you got a real nose for the ball. You've been making it happen for this team all year long. You got any really big plays you remember today?
I made a touchdown.
That's right. Right near the end of the third quarter, or I'm sorry, right near the beginning of the third quarter. We had a 2nd down and 8 situation from their 10-yard line. Do you want to talk to us about what the call was on that play and how the play rolled out?
It was 18, and Joe blocked, and I just got in there.
Yeah, you did. You rolled out to the right, as I recall, on that play, and then you made it across the goal line. How many touchdowns do you think you got this year?
7. You mean including the ones that are held back?
No. Well, either way.
9.
9. 9 touchdowns? How's the team doing this year?
Good.
Okay. Is there any other big plays you remember today, either from your own plays that you made or plays that some of your teammates did?
We sacked the quarterback.
Yeah? How many times?
3.
3 times back in there? Well, you've been stripping the ball also a lot this year. You've been working on that?
Sorta.
Yeah? Okay. What else you want to tell us today, Guy Joseph?
Nothing.
Nothing? Guy Joseph, I got to ask you a question. Who's the head coach of the Roughriders?
My dad.
Yeah? Your dad? Does he put a lot of time in for this squad?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think the whole team owes Coach Guy? A great big thank you?
party.
What? A great big howdy? All right, good job and a great season, buddy. Keep up the good work. Undefeated. This is Grant Moffett. Grant Moffett, what's your number, Grant? I don't remember.
67.
67. What do you remember about today's game?
Nothing really.
Nothing really? Did you get in there and make a few hits?
Uh-huh.
We've called your number a few times. What was the final score of today's game?
6-0.
6-0. This was a big San Marcos squad that we played. Did you have any problems up there against those guys?
No.
Well, big, strong, physical team, a lot of quickness, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, what positions you play for the squad?
Guard and tackle.
Guard and tackle, offense?
Offense and defense.
Offense and defense, yeah. Getting that name called a lot. Okay, anything you want to add? Any big plays you remember in the past weeks here?
Nope.
Anything at all? Anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Did you like that music we had at the start of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was that song?
The Roughriders theme song?
Yeah, yeah. What's the music to, do you know?
No.
No? Is that the Monday Night Football theme?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good job, buddy. Good game. Here we are back at the end of the game. We have number 89, Andy Schramm. Say hi to the folks, Andy.
Hi.
What was the score of today's game, Andy?
6-0.
What position did you play for the Rough Riders?
End of defense. And linebacker.
Defensive end and?
Linebacker.
Linebacker. Can you remember any plays today that stick out in your mind?
Yeah, I made a tackle with another guy.
With what?
Another guy.
Yeah? And you were in on that tackle? You like getting in? You like getting in on those?
I didn't know, but my dad said it was.
Yeah? Okay, we've been calling your number this year. You've been out there quite a bit. You having fun out there hitting a few guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? Any big plays you remember from weeks gone by that you want to talk about?
At the end, I made a lot. I think last week, I made a lot of tackles.
Yeah. I remember seeing you out there last week. That was up in Vista, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job. Good job, Andy. Give me 5. We have 2 of the Poway cheerleaders here. We have Chelsea Poe. Say hi.
Hi.
And we have Nika Adams. Say hi.
Hi.
What do you guys think about today's game? Chelsea?
It was great.
Yeah? Do you have fun being a cheerleader out there?
Yeah.
Nika, what's your favorite cheer?
Let's get rowdy.
Let's Get Rowdy. You like that one?
Mhm.
Okay, you guys do that a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, you having fun on the cheer squad this year?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, well, I'm having a great time at cheerleading.
Uh-huh. And are you having fun winning this year?
Yeah.
Does that make it more fun?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, girls. Next. Name?
Haley.
Haley, what's your last name?
Hickok.
Haley Hickok.
Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Miss Pisa.
Oh, boy. Haley Hickok. Haley Hickok, say hi.
Hi.
Are you a Poway cheerleader for the Rough Riders?
Yes.
And what do you like most about being a cheerleader?
I like doing tumbles and jumping and doing chairs.
Yeah? Are you having fun on the cheer squad this year?
Yeah.
Are you having fun rooting for the Rough Riders?
Yes.
Yeah, they're giving you a lot of excitement. Your name again is?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Caitlin, what are you doing this year on cheerleader? What do you like best?
I like cheering.
Yeah? What cheer do you like to do the best?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's one of your favorites? Any other ones?
No.
Okay. Anything else you want to add? You having fun out there cheering for the Rough Riders?
Yes.
All right, good job. Elena. Elena Laspisa.
Jocelyn Sanders.
Okay, ready? Okay, we have Elena Laspisa. How are you doing this year on Poway Cheer?
Good.
Yeah? Who's the cheer mom?
Tanis.
Yeah? What's your favorite cheer?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah? Well, how do you think the team's doing this year?
Good.
All right. Over here, what's your name?
Jocelyn Sanders.
Jocelyn Sanders. Jocelyn, how do you think the team's doing this year?
Good.
How's the cheer squad doing this year?
Good.
Yeah, you having fun out there?
Uh-huh.
You guys sure seem to have a lot of pep all game long. How do you guys do that?
I don't know.
Do they feed you coffee before you come here?
No.
No? They don't give you coffee?
No.
No? What do you have for breakfast?
Cereal.
Cereal. Boy, you guys got a lot of pep and energy all game long. You guys been doing a great job all year. Anything you want to add?
Nope.
Okay, good job. Give me 5. Here we are. The Poway Rough Rider cheer squad wants to do one more cheer. Here we go.
We are dynamite ready. Okay. We are dynamite. The best is dynamite. And when you mess with dynamite, it goes tick, 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 tick. Boom, dynamite. Boom, boom, dynamite. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's get some boom in it. Boom, dynamite. It's a boom and a boom dynamite. Boom, boom, dynamite.
All right, that's your Poway Pop Warner Rough Rider 1996 cheer squad. We're here with Mark Skowinski. Say hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
What job are you doing for the team this year?
I'm the offensive coordinator.
And offense been doing pretty good all year long against some pretty tough squads.
Yeah, offense has been doing great. The kids, we're really proud of them. But we got a lot of kids first year playing, even other ones that are second, and they're just doing a fantastic job, giving 100% every time. We're really proud of them.
That's right. We tend to call a few numbers because they're the ones that handle the ball, but it's a team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the backs can only do so much, and we got a great offensive line who are continuously blocking and don't get the height that they should, but every one of them, from the offensive line to the backs, should be really proud. They've done a great job, every one of them.
Do you guys have a secret this year? Nobody's beat us yet. We're about 4-0-2, I think, in conference play.
I think the difference this year is our kids got a lot of heart. I mean, they really want to win. They play great as a team. When one is down, the other kid seems to pick them up, and they've just got it here. And I think they just won't allow themselves to lose. And that's been a story all year. So they've just been doing fantastic.
Okay, well, certainly the players get a lot of credit, but a lot of credit goes to the coaching staff. Thank you very much this year, Mark.
Thanks.
Good job. Next, we have Greg Byers. How you doing, Greg?
Good. How you doing?
Come on in. Good to talk to you today. What are you doing on the coaching staff this year?
Assistant defensive coordinator with Coach Guy.
All right, and the defense, if the offense has been good, the defense has been great.
Defense have been absolutely tough. Running goal line and 50 defenses, our guys are just the toughest I've ever seen. A lot of years in football, and these guys are the best.
What do you think the secret is? We've had a lot of goose eggs up on the other squads this year. I don't remember off the top. Maybe 4 shutouts, 5 shutouts, something like that?
4 or 5 shutouts, even starting with El Cajon in the preseason. I think the key right here is heart. Every one of our kids are giving 110%. They're trying their hardest. You got Guy Richard-Julian linebacker. You got Rote. You got our safeties with Peter and Garcia. Our inside with Sylvester. Substitutions with Brad at nose guard. Our tackles, Erickson, your son. These guys are just tough. They're penetrating. They're blowing up the plays before they happen, and they're stopping everything that comes at them.
It seems like this year we're calling a lot of different numbers. Today we had a touchdown saved by Hector Yorba on the 2-yard line. We had another one saved by Matt Young over on about the 30-yard line early in the year. You're mixing it up quite a bit on the defensive assignments there.
Yeah, we are. With the kids we've got Hector on the outside with Joey Skowinski on both of them outside linebackers. We've got speed. We've got strength. We've just got heart on this team. I mean, everything you could ask for, we've got with these kids. They listen. They're very well disciplined. The coaches have been helping a lot, but like you said a little bit earlier, the kids get the credit for this. We're just helping bring out the best in them.
Okay, well, you're certainly doing that this year. Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
I'm here with Mike Sylvester right now.
Hi.
What you do for the coaching staff, Mike?
Mostly I specialize with the defensive line, just staying with the linemen.
Well, we just heard from Coach Byers, but what do you have to add about the defensive assignments and the defense performance this year?
I'm real proud of the entire defensive line. We hit them hard. We forced them to have to double team many of our better players, so we were able to mix it up, come at them from both sides, allow our outside penetration, as Coach Byers said, to really make some of the really good tackles, forcing them in to mess the plays up and just scramble. It was a great game, absolute great game.
I've noticed the defensive players just don't give up this year. They keep pursuing. Have you guys been working a little bit on that in practice?
We've been working on their stamina and telling them that if they just keep hitting, they're going to wear their players down. And once they wear them down, they own them. They can move them anywhere they want, get them out of the way, and blow the play up.
Anything else you want to add about today's game or about the season?
The season is fantastic. The kids are great. Our first-year guys are coming along. They're playing more. Everybody seems to be having fun, and that's what most is important. They're having a lot of fun.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike. Good job this year. This is Ed Hill, I think is your last name, right, Ed?
Right.
Hills. Ed, what are you doing for the team this year?
Helping with the offense and working with the running backs.
What you were talking with me last night. What did you used to do about 20, 30 years ago?
Try to play a little football.
Yeah, who for?
A team called San Diego.
Yeah, is there a coach that we might recognize the name?
Don Coryell.
Don Coryell. What do you think about the team this year?
Excellent team. 5-0. Going all the way. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, all right. What all can you tell us about the kids' efforts or some adjustments maybe that we've made during the year?
Those kids have come a long way, long ways. If you'd have seen them August the 4th, you wouldn't have recognized them. Looking at them today, great kids. Come a long way.
Okay, great job, Ed. Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Okay.
All the way.
Okay. Okay, thank you. We got head coach, Guy Joseph Riccadouli Sr., I think, here. How you doing, Coach?
Not Guy Joseph.
Guy Riccadouli.
Thank you.
Coach, observations on today's big win over San Marcos.
Well, what a wonderful effort by our kids. offense, defense, particularly in the second half when I don't believe San Marcos got a first down against us. Best football team that we've played in 2 years that I've been involved with this, and our kids really stepped it up and just did a wonderful job. Very excited. I'm very happy and very proud of every one of those kids.
Now, Coach, you've got a lot of players from last year, maybe about 8 or so on the squad, something like that. The record this year, much improved from last year. Any idea what the secret is?
The coaches got a clue this year. we got over the learning curve, and actually the coaches really do have a better clue, and our kids are just, I think they understand the game a little better, and maybe the coaches understand how to teach it to 7, 8, 9-year-olds, which it can pose some difficulty.
Okay, you want to identify maybe some of the players that have come on, maybe a little better. Some of the players are very good, and we would have expected that looking at them in August, but I know we're getting a lot of performances out of a whole lot of the team.
Actually, it's a team effort. Every one of these kids, to a man, has improved on almost a daily basis since August. It's just unbelievable how much improvement we have from the 29th kid on the team to the first kid on the team. But I got to tell you, I got to confess, I'm particularly proud of number 12. I think he's done a good job, and I kind of know him a little better than some of the other ones, so I want to get that in.
Number 12, of course, would be our starting quarterback. That would be Guy Joseph Riccadulli. What's the record going to be come the end of the season, Coach?
We keep striving 1 week at a time. We are undefeated now after, I think, week 7, and we're just going to take it a week at it. That's a cliche, a week at a time, and hopefully we're going to end up 10-0-2. That's the goal.
Okay.
And I think it's within reach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much for a great season.
I want to thank you for your efforts as well. You guys do a great job.
Oh, we're having fun up in the booth. That would be Bob Carlson, usually on the scorekeeping. Kevin Peters helps out on spotting, and I'm Gino Erickson.
I also want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Moffat for putting together the tape.
And a great business manager.
And Mrs. Erickson.
And Mrs. Erickson's around here somewhere. She's the business manager. Thank you very much. We're signing off from Poway Field at the close of a great Poway victory. The final score again was Poway Roughriders 6 over the San Marcos Paiges 0.
Go.
You're on.
All right.
Hey, I need some help, guys.
This is Nicholas, our mascot. Go Rough Riders. Nicholas, what are you going to say? Come on, say it loud.
Go, Rough Riders. 1, 2, 3.
Go. Actually, he's a water bomb like that.